We're rolling, and we are enjoying today the spirit of Florida.
Yes, and I guess I should put on my headphones.
I mean, you get ready whenever, you're the star of the show, Jimmy.
No.
The show waits for you.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. That's, I think we just lost the 3 clickers that was actually starting to watch. Anyways, all right. So, hey, Billy, it's been a couple of minutes since we've done a podcast.
Yeah,
here.
man, it was just 5 minutes ago for that guy, but yeah, we're doing good here.
And welcome to It's the Bourbon Talking Podcast, and we are actually drinking. We're going to start just drinking some local bourbons here,
Yep.
and we're starting with St. Augustine Bourbon today. I think it's called Florida Straight Bourbon. So hey, go get you some St. Augustine bourbon. It's really good. We've had it several times in the past, but only once on the podcast.
We do everything better in Florida. Why not?
Bourbon.
Bourbon. Yeah.
Yeah, don't go to Kentucky. Go to St. Augustine.
It's so much closer if you're in Florida. If you're in Kentucky, you can always get it mailed to you, I guess,
But it's a good bourbon. We've always liked it in the past, and we've actually been to the distillery a couple of times.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we slid in sideways and crashed that place once.
I know where you're going at.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That was my CVO Ultra.
Yeah. Hey, man, Rubbin's racing, right?
Oh, God, I forgot about that. That was on the way there, wasn't it?
I didn't. I think about it every time I try to make a right-hand turn. I check my mirrors twice now. Be sure my good old buddy ain't right there.
So, yeah, wow.
I did the old cut you off at the pass trick.
That was, gosh. That wasn't, I forgot all about that.
Dude, it could have been so much worse.
It could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the girls are looking at us. We're like, what? Nothing to see here. We're
Nothing
fine.
to see. Keep going inside. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have to explain it.
They don't listen to this podcast
That's
anymore.
true. They don't even listen to this anymore. That's true.
We're safe, man.
Oh, good. So, hey, welcome to the podcast. Get you a bottle of St. Augustine, and you too can have some inside stories.
Yeah, good stuff.
So, Billy, we getting ready for the holidays here.
Man, I'm not ready. Well, of course, I'm the guy who buys gifts on the 23rd and the 24th on Amazon, and then I'm pissed that they didn't make it there on time.
Well, they took Christmas off.
Yes, Jeff Bezos' fault that my presents are late. So last year and the year before last, I actually did some proactive gift buying. I'm slowly missing that opportunity now, but I need to be more adult about it.
Get up off your ass and go do something. Is it your boss won't give you the time off?
No, I have a very loving, generous, caring boss.
So it's not his fault.
It's not his fault. No,
it's a personal problem.
Yeah, it's definitely. There's no denying that.
Oh, okay.
And acceptance, I guess, is the first step to recognizing you have a problem, right? Or recognizing you have a problem is the first step to.
Well, you recognize it, but then how you going to, and please, there's, all 6 of our viewers out there probably want to know how they can solve that same problem, because I'm sure they're procrastinating as well so they admit they got a problem in procrastinating, waiting until the 23rd and 24th. So how do you fix it?
I don't know. I'm 50,
get up off your ass and go and start shopping.
52. I haven't figured that out yet.
Okay.
I think somewhere deep in my mind, I have this thought that maybe someone's going to piss me off between now and Christmas, and that'll be a couple people I got to less buy for. So I'm now, everybody's still in an evaluation period, and if you're good up to the last minute, you might get something late.
Wow. Look at you go.
You never know. You might get rid of some friends or family or, and have less to buy for.
I know. I got a few less on my list.
Yeah, I do too. I'm so excited, man, because, my grandson's getting a little older. So he's getting, some cool stuff. We got a a baseball tee, you can whack a little baseball, it comes back.
Well, we hope we don't get that iPad between now and then, so he sees the podcast and know what he's getting for Christmas.
Oh yeah, he's fine. Coral, don't let him watch the podcast. Anyway, got him a little guitar because he's already got some drums, and then Coral sent us a list of Amazon, stuff. Which is actually very convenient.
Helpful. It's helpful.
Very helpful because I do not know.
Does she want you to get one or the whole list?
Well, the list had 30 things on it. So
is there a hint? Does she want one or two, or does she put them in numerical order of
there's no
favorite to least?
No rules to it, so I assume she wanted me to buy all of them.
Yeah.
One of them was, I don't know why I had such a problem with this. One of them was a kitchen set. I'm like, no, I ain't buying my grandson no kitchen set. That's something. If mama wanted him to buy a kitchen, at least it's not pink. It's like black and gray, and it's probably like the Gordon Ramsay of the baby child kitchen set.
Wow. Okay.
But he enjoys going into your pots and pans and banging pots and pans around.
Then why'd you get him a drum set?
I didn't get him the drum set.
Well, then why did somebody get him a drum set if he's going to beat the pots and pans?
We got the guitar. Yeah, he already has a drum set. So
well, yep, he has pots and pans too.
He's got pots and pans too. But I just, as a grandpa, I'll buy him a fishing pole and a baseball bat, but I ain't buying pots and pans for my grandson. I don't know. I'm just weird, I guess. I don't know. And, my little Sophie, she's like, what's the problem, Dad? What are you doing?
It's called a life skill. He's going to have to learn how to cook at some point to be self-sufficient.
I had to cook for myself last night, so I had steak and cheese, broccoli rice. Yeah, pretty good.
I had leftovers. Guess what my leftovers were last night? Cereal from the night before.
Ooh, how'd you keep it crunchy in the milk from that long?
I had them separated till last night. So
how do you have leftover cereal then? See,
because Laura bought...
You're making me think you sat down, began to eat a bowl. 24 hours later, you're like, I need to finish that.
And so that was the same thing. Laura came home last night and she goes, hey, what'd you have for dinner? I said, leftovers from last night. She goes, we had cereal. It's exactly what I had.
Yeah. Do you see the problem here, Laura?
Normally there's like a refrigerator of leftovers every...
I was fixing to say, pick your battles there, sir.
No. I was okay with leftover cereals.
Yeah, she's usually cooking for a brigade.
Exactly.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
So it was leftover cereal, which I'm okay with having cereal, once or twice a month, for dinner.
Right. Well, yesterday was my second day of failing the carnivore diet. And so I failed the first day miserably. Yesterday, I cooked 2 ribeye steaks. Ate one for dinner last night, but I had to have something with it. So I made this rice and cheese and broccoli rice or whatever in the microwave. So there goes the whole idea of just having the steak. Anyway, I'll try again tonight. So far, I'm
How'd you cook the steak?
On a grill.
Okay, just checking.
With butter.
But I'm just checking to see if... you did that one,
Cracked black pepper, secret herbs and seasonings. I can't tell everybody how I do my steaks. That's a.
But we're going to actually bring that into some of these episodes coming up.
I'll just have
cooking. It's the bourbon talking grilling episode.
Yeah, I'm going to have my face pixelated out like I'm a special operator and keep all my seasonings off. You're not going to know. It's secret. Then what's the purpose of it? Yeah, okay, I might let a secret or two out of the bag. We'll see.
There's some young men out there, like your grandson one day is going to say, how do you cook a steak? And he's going to YouTube it. And
my grandson's going to walk up to this thing on the wall and go, I'd like a steak. It's going to replicate it. You imagine the things that he's going to see growing up. He's going to grow up in the Star Trek realm, man,
Okay, let's just say we have a nuclear holocaust and he's in the wild and he's got to make his own meals and he sees a cow running around. So
You're right. That is much more likely to happen than us being Captain Kirk getting food out of a replicator, snaring small animals.
And how to season them on an open fire.
Yeah. Because Sophie was like, Dad, what kind of car do you think I'll have? And this, that, and the other. You know, this was last year. She was 12. She's 13 now. And quick math. And I was like, well, I don't know. First car I had was a 73 Super Beetle. I paid $900 for it. And I was like, wait. You're not even going to probably get your driver's license by the time you're 17 or what? How old do kids get a driver's license? 17?
Well, I'm going to say, right? I think Kenneth didn't get his till he was 18. Lauren was
right. You got to be
17. I mean, again, when the day I turned 15, I was down getting my learner's permit.
Yeah, I had a different situation happen to me though. Thanks, Judge. Anyway.
That's another podcast.
I might tell that story in a minute, but anyway.
But no,
I was like, Sophie, when it's time for you, you're going to pull out your phone and you're going to order a car. It's going to pull up and you're going to say, take me to Dad's house. You're probably not even going to ride in the front.
I see. He did the quick math. She was 13 now, and we're saying in 3 years we can just order an Uber. We can do that today.
Exactly. You know, when I said that about a year or so ago, you know, Tesla's got their self-driving stuff going. They've got, you know, Elon. So anyway, my daughter's probably not even going to have the joys of driving.
Well, she's going to be missing a lot.
Oh yeah. Well, she's already missing a lot from not even knowing how to ride I can't say that on podcast. I'm embarrassed about that.
I know where you're going with that.
I know. She can't ride a bicycle.
Again.
Well, her sister and I we were out teaching her how to, and she was doing great. And she
fell off?
No, she ran right into the mailbox. And instantly I knew she wasn't hurt, but it was like whack. Me and Coral both started laughing so hard. She's never gotten on a bicycle since. And I was like, I've ruined her. But it was like really funny because the mailbox was right there. How do you hit that?
And how long ago was this?
3 years ago. We bought her like 3 bikes and she has no desire to ride. It's like, do you understand the freedom you're missing? Man, when I was 7 years old, I hopped on my bike. I was gone for 18 hours from dark to dark. I didn't come home. Man, I was out building forts and.
Yeah, no, exactly. I didn't have to come home until the streetlights came on. So,
yeah.
You know, get out of the house, but just be home before the streetlights come on.
That's right.
You know, so, hey, enjoyed it again. Day I turned 15, got my learner's permit. The day I turned 16, I got my regular license. I mean, I couldn't wait. I mean,
now our kids have vitamin D deficiencies because they don't even go outside the house.
No, exactly.
Kick your kids out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
shut the Wi-Fi off. Say, oh, I don't know. I forgot to pay the bill. Sorry. Kick them out.
But now you tell them, make sure you take your phone with you so I can track you.
That's true. We live in a different world, man. I mean, if I could make Sophie swallow an Apple AirTag, I would, but I just, you know, we live in a
see it running underground after she flushes it, you know, it's like, whoa, where's she going so fast? Why is she underground?
There's $20-some.
Is she playing Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, I mean, the time when you grew up and I grew up and it was just, you know, now it's scary out there, man.
Well, speaking of scary, public service announcement. I mean, you're out shopping this year. Please, and Billy, put a picture of the toilet paper here, but
check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah, just check the toilet paper rolls in public bathrooms because drug users are cleaning their needles on it, and you'll see all the blood tracks in the toilet paper. So it's disgusting, but please just check the toilet papers before you use them. And let's just leave it at that. I mean,
yeah, I can't elaborate on that.
Yeah, just put a picture of that toilet paper roll. But yeah, call that a public service announcement from It's the Bourbon Talking.
There's been a public service announcement from
It's the Bourbon Talking. And do not drink and drive.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Take your own dude wipes with you, I guess, now before you leave the house.
Yeah, take your own honey wipes. I don't get it. Yeah, I hate to say it. Like, you got a wallet in one back pocket and a pack of honey wipes in the other. I don't get it. It's crazy. I mean,
HINEY wipes.
Honey wipes. What do you call them?
Dude wipes. Like they're all called dude wipes, whether they're actual dude wipes or not. You know, because who can afford dude wipes? They're fucking expensive. They're like the Ferraris of the wipes. I use the.
Why don't you just go to the baby section and just get the same? They're the same.
They are.
Honey wipes.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I just like how you say HINEY. So manly.
Well, they are called honey wipes. Anyways. So yeah, maybe take your own honey wipes. And this is a sponsor by Honey Wipes.
Good stuff, man.
Oh gosh, man. That's probably why all the federal civil service workers don't want to go back to the office. They got to use the public restroom.
Yeah.
At least they know at home they got clean honey wipes.
I was just talking to a friend of mine, and they work from home, and the offices, their corporations trying to get them to start coming back into the office, and she's like, it's been I have, what's the rule on wearing yoga pants? I have an extensive wardrobe in that, but I don't have business attire clothes.
Exactly.
Like, it's been so long, you know. Yeah, went home during COVID time. I mean, C-word times. But
yeah, it's like I got a lot of sweatpants and tennis shoes. And
as a dress code, can we please?
I got one dress shirt I put on for a Teams meeting when the camera's on.
Yeah, can we add the Fetterman clause to the dress code, please?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's that's crazy. Yeah, go to the office. I'm all right with that.
Well, you know, we all live in a simulation. This is just a video game that we all live in. The Matrix was not a movie with Keanu Reeves. It was actually a documentary, you know, so it's all real. But anyway, Dan Go Thoughts, DanGoThoughts. That's his YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description.
Yay.
But I can't remember Dan's real name. I want to. Dan Wheeler. I'll just edit this so that anyway.
So it kind of flows.
Yeah,
and
so
it's not like you're breaking up and it took us 20 minutes to get to this segment.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll work on that. Anyway. So Dan Wheeler is this, not really sure what his background is. He could just be
I know exactly what his background is. I think a heavy drug user.
I think he's just a hippie. Yeah. Anyway,
exactly what his background is.
So try to familiarize yourself with what the simulation theory is, but it's been theorized by theoretical physicists for over 3 decades now. But anyway, the thought is, and I think we've talked about it on the podcast before,
and we wonder why people don't listen.
The evolution of video games, right, is getting so immense, so intense that within the next 100 years, we're not going to be able to tell the difference between reality and a game, right? So the idea is a species that is 500, 1,000, 1,000,000 years more advanced than us, they probably, more than likely, have already created a simulation, and we're part of it, right?
Oh, so we're somebody's video game. Wreck-It Ralph. I'm right here.
I think, so there's 2 different thoughts about it. You've got the RPG, the role-playing, right? So you're the only player.
Is that blue guy?
Yeah.
Or free guy?
Free guy. You're the only player in your game. and I'm what's called an NPC. So I'm not even real, right? Then there's the other thought process is that we all are real. Our own, I'll use the word souls or entities are somewhere in the pod with the playing the video game, right? And we're playing this game called life, right? We enjoy it. We just sit down, we pop a quarter in, and this is how we're spending 30 minutes on our lunch break is an entire lifetime to us. We don't know, right? So this guy, Dan Wheeler, he's always theorized this and pondered the idea. And if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. And there's mathematical proof to it, these theoretical physicists, that this isn't just some harebrained idea. Even Elon Musk said there is a 1 in 6 billion chance that we are not in a simulation. He is absolutely convinced 1,000-fold that we are in a simulation. But anyway, I digress. What Dan Wheeler did, he takes dimethyltryptamine, DMT, smokes it, and it takes you into another realm and you start. So
let's just clarify to the listener out there. Dan Wheeler's high when he's doing this.
Yes.
He's tripping.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just want to make sure our listener.
And I'll put a disclaimer in here. We
high
do not,
is a kite.
Yeah, we do not condone the use of any kind of psychedelic drugs or any illegal illicits. Anyway, there's my disclaimer. So anyway, a lot of people think it's not, DMT it's something that's naturally produced in our brains. We actually go through it at the moment of death and when we dream at night. DMT gets released into our body through our pineal glands, and that's what creates your lucid dreams that you have at night. By smoking this, people actually talk to, kind of pull back the veil and go into a geometric pattern universe with other beings and entities, giving them profound information. And when they come out of this DMT trip, which typically lasts 8 to 17 minutes, it's a real quick trip, not like LSD that's 12 hours. It's
and
really
reflashes.
It's real quick. You're in and out. It resets these people's lives, their whole demeanor, outlook on themselves, loved ones, and it's pretty trippy. For whatever reason, Dan decided to take a 690 nanometer laser and shine the laser at the wall. So it's a laser pointer like a cross, right? And he widens the beam so that it's about 1 inch to 2 inches thick. So you're taking this laser beam and you're shooting it onto the wall. And if you look into the laser beam, he started seeing code. Ones, zeros, these very strange. And he draws the symbols out and shows you. Some of them look like Hebrew, some Stargate symbols, things he's never seen, but he's trying to describe what they look. He's drawn them. It's not right on the laser beam. It's as if the laser beam has broken through our reality and you're seeing through it and you see the code behind it. As he moves the laser beam, the code doesn't move. So the code is set and you're able to see the code as you move this beam. So that freaked him out. So he has a little bit of a scientist mindset in him. He's like, I've got to reproduce this. So he gets a friend, does not preempt the friend at all, with no suggestions. The friend smokes DMT. They shoot the laser on the wall, and he just asked him, what do you see? And after a few moments, the friend was like, oh my God, it's like computer code. Great. That's exactly what I thought. He has done this with probably, I think he says 600 and something different people. hundreds of people.
So just so.
And he's reproducing this every time, blind.
But these 600 participants that have done this, they were all high.
You have to smoke DMT.
Yeah, you have to. So nobody could see this code sober.
No. Well, now there's a thought that very deep meditation and certain frequencies could probably generate that and get you to that same state of mindset. But you're basically, you have to be on dimethyltryptamine to be able to see it. He hasn't been able to reproduce it on any other drug. But it's like you see all kinds of weird things on DMT, and there's different levels and depths that you can go. And on a very minute amount of DMT, this guy's able to see this code along with everybody else. So he is emailing a lot of scientists and say, hey, I know I don't have any credentials behind my name, but I think I have just discovered something that y'all need to take a look at. This is reproducible over many hundreds of people without any influence whatsoever. They're all seeing the same thing.
So you have to be tripping to see it.
Yes. It's like it's the key.
Yeah.
Right? It's the Aztecs did it, the Hopi Indians, kind of like ayahuasca. It's all so they think it's the key to be able to see past this man-made reality that we're in and to see the real world, what's actually behind it, what's running this. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, go check out Dan's YouTube's site. And
by no means are we saying go do illegal drugs.
No. I couldn't do it, but it's fun to watch other people figure all this stuff out. So.
Yeah, so don't go grab a Quaalude or some LSD or
that doesn't work. Yeah, you got to have this dimethyltryptamine stuff. So.
Yeah, I'll use the abbreviated DMT. I can't even say. Anyway, so yeah, if you got to be high or tripping to see it, I don't believe it.
So, well, here's the thing. A lot of people believe that our senses, right? Mm-hmm. Touch, taste, smell, sight, all this isn't enhancing the human. It's actually detuning us so that we aren't afraid of certain things.
Because the majority of our brain we're not using, and all these other aspects come out when you're.
Just look at sight, the visible light spectrum, right? Mm-hmm. If we could see the entire spectrum, we would not be able to walk out of our front. We'd see cell phone signals, Wi-Fi. We'd see the color purple in the sky. So the idea is that our senses are detuned to keep us to where we can focus on certain things. And what dimethyltryptamine does is release all that. And you can see everything. You can feel, actually taste music, and feel colors.
Billy, how's Bigfoot doing?
I don't know. But kind of makes Bigfoot not sound so damn crazy, don't it?
Makes Bigfoot sound even more crazier.
Jeez. Yeah. It's fascinating. What if we find out like 20 years from now, we're like, yeah, we're all just sitting in a pod somewhere, and this is,
I think there was a movie about this.
Called The Matrix.
No, Truman.
The Truman Show. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's all just, yeah. All right, that's my story for today.
Wow, and a big one it was. So boys and girls, do not do drugs. All right, and not to get into politics, I think the left has actually accepted the Republican win. I think the
they're coming around to
the liberals
idea.
and Democrats, they were like, yeah, we screwed up, So, I mean, a lot of the staunch ones are really saying we hosed it up, So, and they're saying, and I think you even brought it up earlier before the podcast, is like, they're accepting that the past 4 years was a lie.
Yeah. Everything.
So, it's a little late, but
and
hey,
trying to get the party to accept some responsibility, and it's all on videotape.
Yeah.
Here's where you said this lie. Here's where you said that lie. Here's where you said that lie.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's not all filmed.
Yeah. No, it's a good thing. So and I think that maybe, Mr. Trump may have a good 4 years then if the left has accepted the fact that he actually won it, So, hey, they've got to accept some responsibility because they put out a lot of BS. They were shoveling it thick.
Oh, yeah.
So, hey, we'll try to keep it as low-key on the political side as possible, but we keep coming back because it's kind of prevalent in our world today.
It sure is.
And it's crazy. And so I saw the first episode of Yellowstone, the new season. And
see, I can't talk to you about it because I'm
I know, but I just saw the first one last night, and I'm a little late, but trying to get through all these other shows that I've missed. But, hey, John Dutton dies by suicide, which we pretty much, you can tell in the first episode, he really wasn't. It was a setup, but you know what? I'm okay with it because I thought Kevin Costner should have been killed off because the way he treated the show the past 2 years and holding him hostage and bailing on the show. So good. Bye.
Yeah.
See you later, Mr. Dutton Costner.
He's gone.
He's gone. Bye. Yeah. I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay. And I'm glad his film Horizon tanked because I thought he got a little greedy there. And you know what? And hey, I'm okay with it. I really am. So,
hey folks, if you're a dog owner, this one's for you. We all love our pups, but let's face it, sometimes they can be a little out of control, or maybe they're just too smart for their own good. That's why we want to tell you about No Quarter Canine. Whether you're dealing with basic obedience training, behavior issues, or even advanced training for working dogs, No Quarter Canine has you covered. These guys are the real deal. They work with all breeds, big or small, and they tailor their training to fit your dog's needs. Your dog will be more disciplined, better behaved, and happier. And if you're like me and have a Belgian Malinois, you know how important it is to channel all that energy the right way. But no matter the breed, No Quarter Canine has the experience to bring the best out of your dog. If you're ready to turn your dog's potential into performance, then give them a shout. Visit No Quarter Canine today or check them out on social media to get started. Your dog will thank you for it. Again, that's noquartercanine.com, where no dog is left behind.
Yeah, I don't know the full ins and out of it, but you've told me a little bit. It seems like he was quite an ass about it. And
I think he was holding Yellowstone hostage.
I know you are not his biggest fan. That's true.
No, I'm kind of glad
he even made y'all's largest recruiting video for the Coast Guard. And
second largest.
What was the first one?
Oh, it was the coastie on that submarine beating on top of it. It was the real life coastie.
Well, that's a video.
That's a video. That's our best. That's our best recruiting.
That's a pretty. Which he got reprimanded for that too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. But he also either promote him or kill him, and they promoted him. So it made him a hero, not a goat.
But that was a stud.
But the Guardian was the second largest. Him and Ashton Kutcher did the Guardian. So. And I'm okay watching both of those guys go down right now. So I'm good with that. So, no, I'm all good. So, hey.
Yeah, it's coming out quite a bit about, Luttrell and how, which he's been outspoken about this, how the lone survivor, that was all done by the Navy, When they got him back and he was rescued, like the book was already written, and they put a suit on him and put him out. on the TV shows and started promoting this, but the script was already written.
Exactly.
You know? And that's why there's quite a bit of embellishments in there. It makes for a great movie. It made for one hell of a recruitment for the Navy SEALs. But he's getting a lot of stink about it here in the last couple of weeks. It's really coming out. So.
Well, you know, probably the largest recruiting campaign for the Navy was, right?
Well, Top Gun Maverick.
No, Top Gun, the first one.
Yeah, Top Gun. Yeah.
Yeah, Top Gun. Yeah.
Yeah, dear God, everybody that could.
Yeah, I think everybody wanted to be a fighter pilot. Yeah,
fighter. I know I did. Yeah.
So, it's, the Guardian was Coast Guard's only really,
right,
recruiting movie.
You guys are due for another one.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to, it's tough for the Coast Guard. But again, the real life one where the Coastie jumps on the submarine, beats on the turret, gets the bad guys.
I remember the first time I saw that video, I was like, check this stud out.
Yeah. He did everything wrong, but hey, it worked. And nobody got hurt. So this guy, man, wow. No life jacket, full of gear, and jumps on a submarine. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it's, maybe Billy puts the link to that in this podcast too, but great video and recruiting element for the Coast Guard. So
damn sure. Yeah, this is 5 years ago.
That's it.
I don't think he can hear you, man. He's in a submarine.
Well, I'm sure the cartel and the submarine going, what that noise, man? What's going on up there?
He's about to get a knock at the front door, though. This guy's a stud.
Well, the thing is, too, that the cartel inside that submarine, if he'd have just rolled that thing one way or the other, everybody would have fell off.
Right. Or just submerged.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang. Knock, knock. Who there?
Well, see, that's actually a semi-submersible. That's the lowest it would go right there.
Oh, yeah.
So if it had just rolled the wheel one way or the other, about 10 degrees, it'd have thrown everybody off.
It's just designed to stay right up underneath the radar.
Exactly.
Which, that thing, don't they know anything? That thing still shows up on radar being there. Oops, sorry. I know the radar I had on my fishing boat would see crab trap buoys.
Oh, absolutely.
That thing's only 2 feet off the water line, but probably still shows up. Hence, that's how they got caught, probably.
Probably was. I'm sure. Actually, I think a P3 probably flew over and saw it.
What's that?
Yeah. Semi-submersible. But anyways,
And just like you said, it's not a blue sunshiny day. It's snarky as hell out there, raining, thunderheads right off the coast.
No, it's.
I thought all you guys did was roll around and reapply suntan lotion to all them pretty girls on the sandbars. That's all I thought you guys did for a living.
Well, that's what we did, but then people started raising hell about that. You need to really go.
So this is what y'all did on Tuesdays.
Yeah, exactly. No, we did the sunscreen on girls in bikinis on the weekends.
I stand corrected.
Yeah, that was our day job.
Rock on. We just enjoyed a glass of St. Augustine, and we're probably going to enjoy that on the next podcast.
Yeah, we're going to enjoy the St. Augustine we're going to start the new year with 2025 St. Augustine. So
that's right. We support our local people.
We're going to support our local distillery here.
That's
so
right.
Give us a call. But yeah, no, it's good stuff. And yeah, we're not going to rate it, but remember, it's the bourbon talking.
If you go back to episode 54, 56, we rated this bourbon. We liked it. That's good.
So again, remember, it's the bourbon talking. It's really about us drinking bourbon and just talking. It's
right. And if we say something offensive, well, it's not our fault.
Yeah, go to the next.
It's the bourbon talking.
Well, with that, Billy, I appreciate it. It's been
Cheers,
fun.
brother.
Cheers.
Been fun.
Hey, and don't forget to check out our app. Billy's going to put our app right here.
It's the Bourbon Talking Podcast has its own iOS app. I'm still working on the one for Google Play Store. Just give me
Android.
Yeah. Anyway, those Android people need to laugh too every once in a while.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
So,
but anyway, please check out our app. I'll put a link in the description, or just search "It's the Bourbon Talking Podcast" on Apple
iOS
App Store, and there we be.
Yep.
Right.
Check it out. So with that, have a good one. Billy.
Jimmy, have a great one. We'll see you next time out here.
Out.